factory farming of animals is harmful to human health. The secondary claims stated were: 1, factory farming causes increased spread of disease; 2, the use of antibiotics in factory farming causes serious health issues for people; and 3, mismanagement of waste is causing serious health and environmental issues. First, that factory farming causes an increase in spread of disease. They start off by list the conditions they live in, how small their cages are, how crowded the cages are, how the animals are treated, all as causes to state that all these things cause disease, such as dehydration, bacterial infection, respiratory disease, but they fail to say how the diseases of the animals affect the human consumer or the people working with the animals or any of that, where the fact of the matter is that most of the leftover bacteria in the meat from factory farming is killed off during the cooking process or the packaging process or some other form before it gets to the human consumption. Their second claim is the use of antibiotics in factory farming is a cause to serious health issues for people. While it is true that studies are being done that antibiotics may or may not have a effect on the human immune system, most of the antibiotics being used are used either to increase the growth of the animal or increase the nutritious value of the animal or the byproduct of the animal. Professor Frank C. Manista states, the exposure humans have to antibiotics after eating food from animals that have been given antibiotics for growth enhancement is negligible compared to the nutrition they receive from consuming the food. Basically what he's saying is the increase in nutritional value due to the antibiotic outweighs the effect of the antibiotic making humans resistant to antibiotics we might take. For their third claim, they pointed out that mismanagement of waste has caused serious health and environmental issues. One of their main points on this was statistical data from PETA, with basically the amount of waste produced annually by factory farms. PETA being a animal support group would have a very biased position on this, as factory farms are seen by PETA to be cruel to animals, and so they're more likely to skew the results so it creates a higher number. In my research, I found that according to scorecard.org, which is a population information website, there's actually only about half as much waste as PETA indicated in their numbers. Also, as part of their third claim, they used an incident that occurred in 1995, which not only is outdated, but it's also only one incident. As a counterexample, according to the National Resource Defense Council and the Clean Water Network, in their report on July 2001, a study showed that most of waste coming from animals is stored first and goes through purifying systems and filters before it is dumped and either used as fertilizer or so on. So in conclusion, there are many flaws in the arguments to factory farming being stated that it's harmful to human health. Thank you.
All right, the delivery is a little tentative. The signposting is fine. The challenge on the link on the first point was pretty good. You've got an assertion that the cooking and the packaging actually is going to kill some of those bacteria, and I think you need some evidence on that point. You've got a good on balance quote on the second point, talking about risk factors. That's all right. Your challenge on the quantification by PETA versus your source is okay. Remember, give us a little bit more impact on that. What does that in the long run end up meaning? And then I do think that you did a good job pointing out that the incident that the advocate's talking about is an old one, and then you've got some more recent information just about what the general procedures are, but we don't have any data that shows that it's been safe in all that time, or that we haven't had any significant problems. So I think you could use a little bit more development there. All right. Those people are gone.
Your evaluation, did you just not get to it on your email?
That's what somebody was asking me about. Somebody else was asking me about it.
I looked on there and it was 0, and I just
let me
wanted to
look.
send it to you.
I'm not saying that you didn't send it to me. I just don't know if I may have recorded it someplace else and have not transferred it yet, because I do that sometimes. And or if it's there and I didn't download it, I have to check.
All right. Well, my email's been a little bit finicky, so I'll send it again tonight then.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'm sure it's probably there, and I just I thought I got it taken care of last week, but apparently not.
Did they run out of Diet Coke at the store?
No. Just a little change there. And does not live by Diet Coke with lime alone or with 0 by itself.
Root beer is a good change.
Yes.